So who? I got to get you. I got to get you. With the motherfucker standing side by side, motherfucker somebody gonna pop my top off. Pause. You still was cool with dude, and it's not your beef. I'm not mad. I would never want you.
But hold on. How cool was he with the other nigga? Because now look,
real cool.
Strategic cut.
We back. What's your point? The podcast. My name Who. Let my brothers introduce themselves.
Got your boy Curb, aka 45, back in the building.
Know that, Melvin?
Here we go.
AKA Top Murder, AKA the star of the show.
What's good, my brothers? What's new? I mean, Kay not here. She on her travel gang activities. She'll be back.
KK.
She come back. You know, she'll be back here on the show and all that. So we wishing her a good little vacation.
Where she at?
I don't know, bro.
I hope it ain't Jamaica.
Yeah, Jamaica. They notorious for them rub downs, bro. Know what I mean? Fellas, man, if your lady giving you hassle about you going to Colombia or fucking DR and she out there on a girls trip with her homegirls getting in rafts and getting rubbed down, bro, you could go to Colombia now, bro. You know what I mean?
Big facts.
I mean, rub downs from Dexter, Donovan. That's another name, right? Dexter, Donovan. Shit nasty out there, bro. Nasty work, man.
Totally.
Yeah, nasty work, man. So let's get into this Ant Edwards shit, man. You know what I mean? How y'all feel about him paying his child support up front? And
smart man.
So he's a smart man?
Smart man.
I respect him paying up front, but you know, it's the long game.
Yeah.
Pause.
Big pause.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I feel like, you know, you should have put a condom on, nigga. If you're gonna be making these kids and not being in their lives, that's, you know, you're doing a disservice. Yeah, you paid up front, but then that child is gonna grow up
without a father.
You know what I mean? And that's more important to a kid. I mean, me as a father.
They say your presence is a present.
Yeah,
right?
You know what I mean? Like money, yeah, financially he's set, but, you know, why the kids that get to live with Ant Edwards live a different life than this kid is like he's, you know, out the way. So I feel like it should be, you know what I mean? He should be in the kid's life, you know what I'm saying? Because that kid ain't asked to be born, you feel what I'm saying? Or be made, you know what I mean, at the end of the day. So
I couldn't make a child and not be, you know what I mean?
Present,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, consciously, that should have fucked me up.
Yeah, same here, brother. How about you, Tuh?
Let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
At the previous show we had, you said it was okay. Mm-hmm. Like, it's a woman's decision if she decides she want to kill a baby.
Yeah, it is.
Do the murder.
It is her decision.
That's her decision, right?
Yeah.
So she get the right to say, I want to raise this child, or I don't want to raise this child. Correct?
Oh yeah, correct.
So what's the difference from him? What choices he has?
I mean, I'm not saying it's not a difference with him per se. I'm speaking for the kid. That's where I'm coming from.
I'm saying what his choice he has. Because it's her body, right?
No, it's her body. Yeah,
her choice, right?
That's her body, her choice, right?
No, correct.
So he has a choice to sit there and say, "Well, I'm gonna give my financial obligations. I'm gonna pay it up front, but I don't want to be a father. I'm not ready to be a father."
Okay, I mean,
that's his choice, right?
Yeah, that's his choice.
So I don't look down on him because he's just sit to say, "I don't want to be a father." Maybe he's not ready to be a father.
They don't nothing bitches, bro.
Then why she giving some pussy? For the bitches that go out there and have abortions, why you ain't telling them to put a condom on? Or tell the guy right there. But you didn't say that the previous show.
No, I did say it in the previous show because that wasn't brought up. We were speaking about as far as women, somebody telling women what to do with their body. Nobody should tell my daughter if she got raped, God forbid, or something happened to her that she's mandated to have a child from a fucking nigga that raped her. You feel me? I don't agree with that. But at the same, like, you know, what you saying with Ant Edwards is we don't control nothing when it come to
That's
women.
A fact.
Yeah, I mean, they could get pregnant, disappear, come back 9 months later with a baby, or they can get the abortion and tell you later, like, yo, I did whatever. So I mean, I'm just feeling. I'm saying for the kid. I'm just speaking for the kid. I know like if I had my 2 daughters, you know what I mean, and then I made my son in another country, I fucked a hoe, and I nutted in her. You know what I mean? I mean, being real, hard sight. You know what I mean? I nutted in her. Now I got a son. But I don't want nothing to do with the son. But I just sent her money. I sent her money to keep up the financial whatever. Now
that's your choice.
Okay.
That's your choice.
Right.
You're not obligated to be a father. You're not obligated to be a father.
I mean,
you're obligated
you make
to pay
him, you
for
should be a father, bro.
You shouldn't have abortions. Make it make sense to me, as you like to say. Make it make sense to me.
All right, but make it make sense to me when in previous shows you would crucify a man who didn't step up to the plate to be a father. You know what I mean? For his kid. But then
that particular person kind of wanted that kid. That's a difference. When we sitting there going out there saying, listen.
All right, no. Say
say
less.
We want to go out there and you in a relationship with the homegirl, with the lady and stuff like that. This is stuff we talk about.
Okay.
Gotcha. I don't know the dynamics of him and that girl right there. But I understand that if anybody, it's married people I know.
What was the dynamics though? Was she
was a hoe.
She was a pop off? She was
a jump off.
So
she was a jump off.
She's having this kid because
she was no different than a lot of them West Farm drivers.
Oh,
they belong to the community.
Oh shit.
They belong to the community.
The views of Lardell Melvin are
they belong to the community.
So he took an L. He took an L.
He like raw pussy. He like raw. I mean, it's a lot. We ain't gonna sit there. Let's not sit there and act like motherfuckers don't like raw.
Yeah, we do. I know I do.
All right, he got caught out there.
Yeah, he did.
The same way, like,
wait, hold on. Was that a pre-cum baby or did he let go? That's
like I seen
nigga
her.
let go.
He let go. I seen her. I seen her.
Listen. If you let go, you gotta. You gotta accept the consequences, bro. Yeah. If you let go, you gotta.
Kirby,
son,
did you see her?
I saw her.
I'm letting go. Ari Fletcher, I'm letting go. I can name a lot. Bernice Burgos, I'm letting go.
I'm letting go.
Yeah.
Sanaa Layton, I'm letting go.
I'm letting go.
You know what I mean? It's a lot of them I'm
letting go.
It's that's my kid.
But
I might do the Aunt Edwards, but I still want to be in my kid's life. I just want to pay the child support up front. That's a good thing too. Now niggas could do now, bro. You pay all the child support up front.
Nah, you gotta be.
But this,
if you financially set,
But this ain't nothing new. Isaiah Thomas been a lot of.
I just learned that. You just told me that today. Yeah,
Isaiah
I just learned that today.
Now, but look, who you think Nick Cannon got enough time for all those fucking kids?
He don't.
So
that's another nigga.
He's kind of doing the same shit on the low. If you think about it, right?
He like it raw.
We know.
He like it raw.
Raw sex is dangerous, man. It's good, but it's dangerous.
Back in the days when you see a girl. She fine. The first thing say if you know that's your man hitting it. The first thing you gonna ask him, yo,
how that pussy?
You hit it raw?
Yeah, you hit it raw. Hell yeah, all the time, nigga. Yo, you went raw in that, bro? Hell yeah.
That's like a badge of honor.
Hell yeah. It's like, nigga, I had to hit that.
Back in the days when I was like, when we were young, we were teenagers. We were scared of AIDS and shit like that. Now, AIDS nobody's scared of AIDS. It's more cancer shit now.
Yeah. Shit, listen, bro.
Ain't that shit crazy?
I'll tell you, I had a wild week, gang. When I was younger, I hit 5 joints raw.
Raw?
In the same week. And none of all 5.
Nah, I ain't you wild.
And none of all 5.
Back in the 90s?
Early 2000s, gang. After Daydream.
After Baby came out of that?
No, thank God.
I'm looking at these signs right here. That dude that drew that shit, he died of AIDS.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying, bro, listen. If you know what's crazy when you go to the doctor, right? And then the nigga give you that long pause. Like, yo, Mr. Richardson. I'm like, bro, if you about to tell me I got some shit, nigga, I'm about to slap the shit out you. But nigga was like, nah, you good. But yeah, bro, I remember I had a wild week, bro. I remember telling my niggas that, like, yo, and I'm nutted in all 5 bitches, bro.
Wildin'. You wildin'.
Who you wildin', bro?
No regards for human life, like Kevin Harlan. I was in there like that. Hold that. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, like I said, I guess
if you got the funds, I feel like
you could go raw.
You got nah.
Niggas gonna go raw with or without the funds.
You got options. You got more options. That's it. Like I said, is Nick Cannon shit. Although he
he claimed his kid.
Yeah, he's a part-time
dad though.
Yeah, but his work schedule and all them fucking kids, he not. So it's kind of the same shit if you think about it. You know what I mean? Except for son don't want nothing to do with it. You know what I mean? But
and it's the women too, because they know if a nigga nutting them, that's their cash play. That's what they do.
Nah, facts.
It's a lot of these women go to these games. I
want you to answer. You seen this young lady? Would you bust your guns? That's all I'm asking.
Yeah, I'm shooting that shit up. Like Sean did in the club with Diddy, nigga. I'm in there like that. Nigga, one nut, nigga. I'm going crazy in there. That bitch body is retarded, bro.
So this is what happened. I'm gonna tell you, Zach. I'm gonna play out that night with Ant-Man. Seen it. He got up in that, seen it. He looked at it. Look at this pretty ass shit. He nutted. Took a nap. Woke up. What the fuck did I just did?
He probably hit it again.
Yeah.
Hit it again.
And probably blasted again.
Blasted again.
Blasted again, and then
when he got home, he was like, "Yo, what the fuck did I do?" So that's when niggas. That's when after the nut is when you like, "Damn, I wilded out." Because all of us, I mean, us as men, we all been there where you fucking a shorty, or you got a side joint, you fucking her.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I know y'all married. I'm talking about before y'all got married, nigga. Y'all niggas had side joints. Let's not do that now.
I ain't go raw.
I wouldn't roll my side joints.
Nah, I don't do that shit. I mean, I never had a side joint. I've been in a relationship for mad years, so I don't.
So before you got married, before you got with your girl, you had a side joint, bro. Cut it out. We're not gonna do that. I let you slide with the you ain't eat pussy
sturdy,
in a relationship.
Sturdy over there.
You was.
I didn't have no relationships. I was just doing me.
Bullshit. But anyway, we're gonna skip that. I'm gonna leave you alone on that one. But yeah, man. I'm saying,
So okay, let's get back to the thing.
Yeah.
So how you getting that coming down on Pauls, coming down on him, and then these women out here living just as reckless, having abortions, and you're okay with, not saying you're okay with abortions, but it's more acceptable. Only thing I'm saying, he don't want to be a father. Maybe he know my schedule is crazy. I'm gonna be traveling. I already got like a couple of kids now.
The nigga know I fucked up. I popped off in something I shouldn't have, and I don't want to deal with that. You know what I mean? Remember, you got to deal with her forever. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't. Nah, he fucked up.
I mean, like it's just me as a father, bro. I can't like it. Like I got 2 daughters, and they just say, "Shorty just gave me a son." Yeah. Like damn, but this bitch was a hoe though. Like but that's her. My son ain't got nothing to do with that though. Like I get a chance to raise a young, you know what I mean? A nigga that could continue the legacy. Because my daughter, when they get married, they might take their husband's last name. You feel me? So
yeah.
I mean, so I don't know. Like I'm not blaming Ant for doing what he did. I mean, we men, bro. At the end of the day, niggas do that shit every day.
So it's okay to go raw.
Yeah. Nigga, when fucking Adam and Eve was fucking, there was no condoms, nigga. When Jesus, Jesus.
I'm not messing with
that. Allegedly, he the Immaculate Conception. You know what I mean?
It might be some scandal behind that.
That right there sound like a lot of cat.
I'm gonna leave that alone.
Nigga touched the stomach, Mary's stomach, and she became pregnant.
So
okay.
Basically, what you're saying is that it's okay for a girl to make a decision to terminate a pregnancy, but it's not okay for a man to say, when she came to him, pause, when she pulled up on him, pause.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm pregnant. And you're like, nah, I don't want to.
He has a right, he has, like you say, he has a right to be like, yo, I don't want to be a father to this kid. And if he's financially stable, like, yo, I'm going to pay 18 years worth of this shit up front. I don't want nothing to do with it. I don't blame him for doing it. I'm just saying, me as a father.
No, I understand. It's you. I understand you.
I'm not mad at him.
But I thought you were trying to say like he was bad.
No, he not bad for that. I'm just saying like him, Nick Cannon, you making all these kids and you're not going to be around these kids. It's
they got mothers. They got no matter what you do. Let's take it to tell of the tape. You can be the best goddamn dad ever, the best dad. And they become successful, right? And the first thing they get the award, they're going to thank God, and they're going to thank their mother.
Yeah.
And I never hear nobody talk about their dad.
My dad. No, you're right.
That's because most niggas don't got their dad. But look, back in the days, you got to remember this too. We think that our importance of being there constantly, like it was never like that back in the day. You remember the father used to go out, hours, work. You know what I mean? Kids hardly ever see him, but when he came home, he was like their hero. So I think their presence, as long as they know that there's a father there, like, and they see some type of structure, that helps them. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, like,
because you're not going. We not women. We not nurturers. You know what I'm saying?
No, we not.
We could still have impact without being there so much.
Yeah.
Because that's just how it was. You know, from the beginning of the time. You know what I'm saying? The men had to go hunt, do shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Come back and, provide.
So I mean.
Because
Nick Cannon's circumstance, the nigga work. He hunting, basically. You know what I'm saying?
He make money, he fucking them gym joints and nothing in them.
Okay.
We real, Kirk. You know what I mean?
Okay, let me use let me use Kirby for example. Mm-hmm. I've been to Kirby house. Nice, beautiful house. Beautiful kids, beautiful wife.
Appreciate you, bro.
I know Kirby go all out for his family. Kirby sometimes do hours of overtime, right?
Yeah, he's all working man.
Now, there's a question to Kirby. Let's say your little man go off to be a successful movie director because you dibble-dabble with the music.
Yeah.
We got cameras and shit like that. He start picking up the arts, right? And he wins an Academy Award, Best Director. First thing he goes and say, I want to thank God, and I want to thank my beautiful mom for holding me down, doing everything and all things possible because of her and God.
I'm going to flame that little nigga, yo. Listen. Nah. You know what's crazy? I think my son, I'm still his hero. You know what I'm saying? I know the boys, the mom and the boys is different. Just like my daughter, she for me. You know what I'm saying? So I get it, but I think me and my son, our relationship, it's a little different. He a different type of little nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like he not like these other kids, you know what I'm saying?
I think honestly, when you look in the history of society, I was having a discussion on the way down here with somebody, and I was saying, I think in the late '60s, early '70s, they eliminated the importance of a man, a father, with the welfare thing. The father couldn't be in the house and stuff like that. They don't understand the magnitude of having a father in the house, what it does.
You know those statistics?
I don't know the statistics.
Keep this is gonna fuck y'all up. All right, boom. A child is, I think it's like 83% less likely to be incarcerated with having both parents, right? Mm-hmm. And just overall being successful with having both parents, right? With just a father, a single dad, I think the percentage jumps to almost like 90%. So that means a single dad has a better success rate with a child than both parents in the household. And those are stats people don't talk about, but those are facts and those are proven stats. So a father's importance is
I believe
tremendous.
In it. I look at, give you an example.
Y'all could Google that shit too. I'm not.
I know it's a fact. I know it's a fact based on with my own life. My first 7 years of my life, I grew up with my father in the house. We ate dinner as a family. We did everything in family. At 7 years old, my father and my mother separated. That's when I feel like my life took a turn. There was no importance of eating dinner and stuff like that as a family no more.
Or that foundation.
The foundation wasn't there.
Like just being organized.
I see my father here and there versus seeing my father come home every day, eating dinner with me, discussing stuff like that. I remember I was one of the proudest moments I had. My father came in, he sat down for school. It was something for school. He sat down, he came to the classroom, sat with, my father used to always dress nice, and he sat down in the class, and I was like one of the only kids who had a parent. I mean, he came to the classroom. I was a badass, but but he was there. And so when he left, it was like I seen my life turn. And that's when I kind of like turned to the streets and stuff like that. Then it was no more, I didn't have that guidance and stuff like that as a father and stuff like that. So when I became a father, I felt like I wanted to always represent for my child something she could look forward to or see something like that. But I don't look down on Ant-Man.
I'm not looking down on him. I'm just saying.
I feel like if we accept women having abortions, then we got to accept that right there.
Honestly, breaking it down like that, I feel you. That's
like, see, for me, like my pops, when you know, when him and my moms was together, and then the nigga would disappear. So he'll leave on a Sunday, come back on a Thursday type shit. And my moms would be in the crib crying, all that shit. And she'll let the nigga back in like nothing. Cooking the nigga meals and all that.
That's
then when he used
love.
and then when they would, you know, when he would come pick me up to go do some father-son shit, they would take me to the shorty crib. I'm not knowing this at the time. I'm playing video games with her son.
Shit don't process till later on in life. You
playing video games with her son in the front, and this nigga in the bedroom drilling.
I mean, we got to go. Okay, what's your father's history though? Did he grow up with his father?
Yeah, he had his father there.
No, did they grow up like as a family?
Yeah. He grew up with my grandmother, my grandfather, and him when they was in St. Martin. They all grew.
All right, look, men gonna do men shit, right?
No, yeah, we do.
We ain't knocking them, but
the cheating shit I did, like my father, to the mother of my children, I cheated a lot. You know what I mean?
What's wrong with that?
No, I mean, like I said, you already
man,
know,
right?
You already, like I said, it's like McDonald's.
We need K here for this, because if I get started on this,
you love the Big Mac, because sometimes you want to eat Burger King, Wendy's, Arby's, you know what I mean? Some freaking Popeyes. Sometimes you just want to try different things. That's men.
That's the way we wired.
Yeah,
bro.
we just, you know what I mean? Like, you know.
That's the way they wired.
Yeah.
Me, I'm sturdy. You heard?
Nah, I mean, that's how I'm wired. I mean, respectfully.
Like I said, I understand Ant-Man. The girl was a fine chick. He went raw. He busted his guns. I'm just saying we can't hold him to a different standard than we have a young lady who decided.
No, you're right.
Right.
I agree with you. I agree with you 100.
Putting it that way,
I agree with you 100.
I'm with you.
I'm just saying, like I was thinking as a father. That's all I'm trying to say. Because like to get back to what I was saying with my dad, like sometimes he wouldn't be there for certain shit, like my basketball accolade shit. So when I was hooping in school, you know, I look in the stands, everybody had their dad there. My dad was in there, type shit. You know what I mean? So I never wanted my daughters to feel that. So I've been to every recital when they was cheerleading, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I always try to be there for my daughters. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking in that sense.
They made us over father. Because my pops bounced when I was like 3.
Yeah.
Wow.
I remember the last time I saw it. Wild shit, I ended up, later on in life, burying the nigga.
Wow.
Yeah, that's another story. But nonetheless.
Yeah.
Like,
so that's what shaped me. Like, so I'm not blaming Ant-Man from doing that. If anything, I'm giving him props for, listen, I'm saying
you can't say that he didn't take care of his child.
No, he did take care of him. Because he
took care
he
of
gave
his
her
child.
21 years worth of money
Yeah.
for her to do what she has to do for the kid. You feel me? So he did the right thing. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just thinking about the kid. You know what I mean? Growing up.
Morally, we traumatized, nigga. Like we know that pain of not.
Like I could just imagine if my
dad.
pops was my favorite basketball player, Michael Jordan. Well, he fucked my moms. So now I'm looking on TV, Marquis sniffing coke, fucking Pippen wife. Know what I mean? The other nigga got a Nike reservation shit in Las Vegas. And I'm sitting here in apartment 2S like, damn, bro.
You wouldn't be in apartment 2S because he paid you ahead of the game. Think about it. He paid the child support.
You gonna live a certain lifestyle. No. He's setting the child up for us.
No, but listen, it depends on the woman because
No. Look, hopefully he was smart and he structured it to where.
But Shorty is she's
gonna find another nigga.
No, she's gonna find another nigga that's gonna nut at her. But yeah, we know that. You know what I'm saying? She's gonna find another nigga that's gonna nut at her. Yeah.
Who's her first baby? Mama, she got a kid by one of them.
Wawa?
No,
because one of the shorties that
no, she got a kid by one of them babies. I don't know if it's little baby
or little baby.
Yeah,
little baby's baby mother. Yeah.
Oh, that's one of her big. That bitch straight, bro.
Yeah, that's the same one. What's the shorty that had the baby from Bow Wow, Future, and the nigga from the Cowboys, the cornerback.
Yeah. What's
She's set for life. She hit 3 lottery tickets, bro.
My shit is how do niggas.
And Bow Wow's the least lottery ticket. Like he's 100,000. You know what I mean? Future's the millionaire, and then you got Stephon Diggs. That nigga, not Stephon Diggs. His brother. What's his brother's name? Cornerback.
The recycling of bitches is crazy.
I don't know how niggas can swim in the same pool, bro. Niggas are swimming in the pond.
No, don't do that, who? Don't do that. Simone. Simone.
But that was something for niggas to clip, gang. That wasn't.
What you think the fuck is going on here?
Yo, but Tut,
what's going on right here?
The world is bigger than the industry, though. You feel me? Like it's.
Simone was something that just. I mean, word of mouth.
Martinez.
Yeah. It's a bunch of us niggas. Yeah. No.
I rest my case.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. You know, y'all had me sitting.
She's still top 3 though. She's still top 3.
Y'all had me posted up in my car. I'm trying to.
I try to tell you, bro. I told this nigga. Tut told me.
Pass me that bottle.
Tut told me like, yo, I wasn't who. It's like, yo, bro, that shit had my mouth watery, nigga. Like I was eating a watermelon sandwich, gang. Yeah.
Yo, Curb. I pulled up on the block with the car. Like, yo, when she see me, I know I'm gonna get some. I never could catch her. Never.
That's
never.
Yo, I saw her like in 2 strip clubs, and every time I go in the strip club, I'm like, yo, your name is so and so. And she like, nope, and then she'll disappear.
Nah.
She'll leave the club, bro.
I mean, come on, man. Look at the history.
Yeah, man. She had to think. But I mean, like I said, to end it all, I'm not mad at Ant Edwards because he did set up.
Yeah.
If you financially straight and you don't want to deal with the woman, and you just you know what?
I think a lot of niggas would do that. Be honest with you.
I mean, I think it's a smart thing. At least you provide it. But I think,
that's a way to kill all these bitter women with that baby child support
Facts,
shit.
Yeah.
Guess what, honey? I'm paying for 21 years. Leave me the fuck alone after that. Don't you dare call me for nothing else.
What 50 say? And I get money. He said I write the check before the baby come.
Yeah.
Fuck kids. You know what I mean?
Nah, man, that shit. I mean, like I said, I'm just thinking about the kid, bro. I don't mean like I'm not.
I mean, it's unfortunate, but
yeah.
The mother got to take some of the blame too.
No, yeah. But y'all mean like a woman like her? These women are hunters, bro. They go to these events to see these niggas to know that so they niggas can fuck, bro.
Yeah.
We know that. She with the baby. Yo, let me go to the Timberwolves. Let me sit right here. She invests her money in getting that little $350,000 seat. Playoffs. He playing against the Lakers. He's sitting there, you know.
Is
dribbling
bitches
the
who,
ball.
Bitches basic. Is bitches who just look for the come up.
No, that's what it is. A lot of them is out there, bro.
Yeah,
that's all they do, bro. All of them do, bro. All of the
All-Star Weekend.
the PJ Washington joint that Brittany Renner.
Mm-hmm.
That's another one. She was hunting. Now she fake Muslim dealing with this nigga Kevin Gates.
I see that shit.
Yeah, fake Muslim. You know what I mean? Super
fake Muslim.
She got the whole shit on. You know what I mean? But
hijab. She rocking her hijab.
Because I think she doing it for clout. I don't think she really feel that way. You know what I mean? Because she went from she was dancing on Charleston White, trying to toss him some shit. You know what I mean? Then you go from that to all of a sudden you wearing the shit the Muslim, real Muslim people wear and all that shit.
Hijab.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of these chicks is hunters, bro. You know what I mean?
So let me ask. This is Curb. What made you marry your wife?
Her qualities, bro. She's a soft, feminine woman. She's traditional, like her record was clean. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Record gotta be clean.
Her record was clean. She had no resume. You know what I'm saying? So I could say I pop. You know what I mean? I popped that. You know what I mean? So and she lived up to every standard when I had my kids. You know what I'm saying? Like she's a fire mom. Just she a dope person overall, you know what I'm saying? So it's those qualities and you don't hit the jackpot that often, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm a nigga that could say I hit the jackpot, you know what I mean? So
it's hard to find good women, bro.
I've been with wifey 28 joints.
And 28?
Yeah.
That's longer than me.
28 joints.
I think 23 years. I think I've been with.
You got Jordan jersey number and you got who's number 28 running back? Barry Sanders, right?
Nah, Barry Sanders is
2020. Yeah, Barry
28
Sanders.
was Marshall Faulk.
Marshall Faulk and Curtis Martin. That's what I'm thinking about, Curtis Martin.
Yeah. But yeah. So
but
them
now, like I
qualities,
said,
bro, niggas look for.
Like I said, at the end of the day, you also got to look at his history. He lost his mother at a young age. Basically, what I was trying to get at is that, like Curb, I feel like when I see him and I see his family, he's giving his kids, him and his wife are giving his kids a great foundation. Yeah, they see a mother and a father in the house.
Everything we do is for them.
They go on family vacations. They do family events. You know what I'm saying? I remember I'd be in the studio and his daughter come down there. I remember one time she had a little attitude because Curb me and him was working. She was at the top of the stairs. She had a little attitude with her dad. Dad ain't showing me no attention. Then finally, she came down and he let her rock out with us and stuff like that. That means a lot. I remember when I was a kid, that meant a lot. My father coming down to the playground with me, watching me do whatever I was doing. It means a lot.
Same thing for me. When my pops used to come watch my games, or I was playing baseball, when I was playing with the Titans.
Yeah.
Now look, do y'all think in the long run, nigga Ant-Man might think back? You know, he might be like, yo.
I mean,
he's young. He's young.
He's young. I mean, everybody has, regrets.
I think he'll change his mind eventually. I think, what I mean? There's a lot of things I was one way when I was younger, and then I got older. You know, and stuff like that.
It's part of growth. You know what I mean? It's part of growth.
Facts.
Like, maybe now he don't want to deal with it because he's still young. Focus on his craft and, fucking females and nothing in them. And if you got a baby, I'll pay you up front. You know what I mean? So
I think at the end of the day, when you grow up, you kind of realize some of the mistakes you did. And he's still young enough to correct that. Yeah. So I think that could be corrected, and it's not a problem and stuff like that. I'm just speaking on, let's not crucify him. Not crucify the female.
Like I said, I'm not crucifying from what he did because he did some stand-up shit. I would have crucified him if he didn't want to pay child support. You feel what I'm saying? And he know that's his kid. Like, that's different. But like him, I feel like that's the new wave. If you got the money, do it. If you don't want to deal, because a lot of these women is bitter and they use that child support as a bargaining chip sometimes.
That's
you know
a
what
fact.
I mean? So I feel about
that shit is pain. Get that check. Niggas on the gig, niggas get that check, bro.
It's gone.
Yo, my man, listen. My man, when I used to work at Cushman and Wakefield, bro, and he got child support, and every other Friday they give you the check. Yeah, them niggas used to take like $500. So let's say after taxes and all that, you supposed to have a $900 check. You coming home with a $207 check. Yo, bro, that nigga used to everybody used to leave the locker room. Yeah, and he'd be in there hitting a lot, fucking.
Doing some wild shit too. Society don't give a fuck if a nigga got enough money to survive after that.
They don't.
They don't give a fuck.
You have no rights as a man. Bro,
society is made to protect women and kids. Bro. You know what I'm saying?
Like and pets, nigga.
Yo, this motherfucker.
Niggas love dogs more than men, bro.
Niggas
love women, children, and dogs, bro, and pets more than men. We are only love if we provide, bro. If we can't provide, what they say, bro? Or he a bum ass nigga. That nigga's a bozo. He a clown. All that shit, bro. Get out of here with that shit, bro. I remember I went to go get Medicaid, bro. I wasn't working and my shit. I wanted to get Medicaid for the doctor shit. The niggas told me I had to go get a notarized letter from my baby mom stating that my kids is my kids, bro.
Son,
what type of shit is this? When she could just go get Medicaid, welfare, EBT, all that. I gotta get notarized shit just for me to get a doctor's thing, bro. Crazy, bro.
Society's designed to protect women and kids. It's simple.
Man. Everything is love unconditionally, man. Even the gays, they love them more than men, bro.
I ain't touching that.
Yeah. I'm gonna leave that alone. We're gonna leave that alone.
I ain't touching
Jews and gays, we're not going to discuss.
We're not going to talk about that.
I was going to talk about Kanye, but we ain't going to talk about Kanye.
We're going to leave Kanye alone.
I ain't touching that.
But what we feel about this Big Meech thing, man?
Meechy?
What's the paperwork like?
Like, not the snitching thing. Like him, like expecting niggas to give him like money and shit when he came home. When he came home,
because he stood.
I mean, if you held somebody down, pause, and they successful,
well, that's BMS job.
That ain't got nothing to do with none of these artists.
No. He held more people down than BMF.
I mean, if he held you down, then that's understandable.
Yeah, but who did he hold down that's successful now that he feel
they're not going to come out and tell that
like
shit.
Jeezy, I'll be like Jeezy. If I'm
Jeezy should pay up. That nigga should pay up. You know what I'm saying? The nigga like Jeezy's supposed to pay up.
I don't feel like he can't right now.
I feel he should have. Me personally, I think 50 put him in the best position.
He fucked that up.
He should have never fucked that up.
He fucked that up.
Ross.
He fucked that up.
The loyalty though.
I just feel like you should.
If you know how Fifth is, you know, like you can't stand next to his enemies.
I give you the yo. I got the funniest story. It's with this motherfucker. Yo, this motherfucker here.
What up?
I was in the studio with Curb, right? And this shit caught me by surprise. Me and him was working on something, and I walked down to the studio, and me and him chilling, and Curb had he had the rifle right there, the AR right there in the studio. So Curb grabbed the studio, grabbed the AR, and he fucking around with the AR. He says, "Yo, Tut, let me ask you a question." I'm not gonna use the dude Matt. I'm not gonna say his name, but
you name him Donovan or some shit.
Yeah, but he asked
Donovan,
me,
the name of the night.
He said, "Yo, you cool with that's your man, right?" And I'm looking at him. He got the AR. I'm like,
wait, I gotta see if this is my man or not.
I gotta see what the fuck this is going. Where he going with this at, right? So he got the AR. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is he talking about? He said, yo, but that's your man though, right? I said, yo, Curb, let me tell you this, man. I said, just like this, verbatim. I said, yo, listen, man. I fucks with dude, but I don't fuck with him like I fuck with you.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? So Curb's like, he looked at me. He said, yo, fuck that motherfucker anyway. Fuck him anyway.
Nigga.
I say, yo, Curb. Basically, what I was telling Curb, like, if the shit hit the fan, I'm gonna fuck with you.
Yeah, always.
I ain't got. I understand. I understand.
All right, so look, Tut, I'm wired different. I'm not wired like Fifth. I can understand that. You know what I'm saying? Because if me and Son don't got a certain level of beef, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If it was a certain level of beef and you stood next to the nigga, I couldn't fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? But Fifth, if you stand next to any one of his enemies,
I think he
throw you right in that
I'm the same
basket.
way. I think I'm the same
So
way.
if you tell me you don't fuck with a nigga, like you be like, yo, I want to kill that nigga type shit. You would, and I'm like, yo, I kind of fuck with Son. You would never see me talk to the nigga again, son. But you know that's how I roll. You know what I'm saying? That's how I rock or whatever.
I'll give it up like that too, because I had a situation where, one of my mans, he big in his hood, so I go to his hood, and I'm talking to he like explaining something to me why he didn't pull up or something, and there's some random dick riding nigga to be dick riding him. It was like, yo, why you explain yourself to this nigga? So I'm like, yo, Mo, like, why is this nigga talking like that, bro? So I'm like, bro, you see why I don't come around here, bro? Because these niggas be on your dick too hard, pause, and they want to whatever. So the nigga's like, yo, nigga, ain't got to talk to you, whatever. So I ended up beating the nigga. I slapped the nigga. I didn't even punch him, nigga. I slapped him mad times. You know what I mean? And then my man was like, nigga, that's the wrong nigga to fuck with. So then when I went to the block the second time, the nigga was trying to cop a plea, like, yo, big homie, I'm sorry, I ain't know. I was like, my nigga, don't talk to me, bro. But then me and my man got into some shit because I'm like, yo, bro, you think it's funny, bro. It's not funny. Mm-hmm. This is why I don't be coming around this environment, because this shit gonna make me be behind a glass, nigga, because when I turn up, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got me in a predicament where these niggas want to be, they going off your legend, and they want to be so down that they want to show off, nigga, and you thinking it's a joke, nigga. I'm not a joking nigga, bro. Unless I'm at a comedy show, you hear me? You feel me? I'm not a joking nigga at all, bro. I'm saying?
Facts.
So I slapped the nigga like a bitch. I didn't even punch him, just slapped him mad times. You know what's up, nigga? You know how I play, nigga. You know
like
what I'm saying?
This shit just the shit with Curve just remind me of when we was in the studio with Big Sam. Pause.
Oh yeah, no, that shit. Oh, you never heard about Big Sam?
Nah.
Bro, we in the stool. So the nigga's an engineer. You knew him, right, Sam?
Wiz,
is it? You know, he the engineer.
But he was talking a lot of hot shit on that phone.
No, he was like, yo.
Make sure you tell it.
No, I'm gonna get to that. He's like, yeah, because yo, anyway, like I said, we'll speak when we speak. And that's it. Click. So we in the studio, niggas, laying down their verses. Knock on the door.
That wasn't a knock.
Oh, well, yeah. Boom, boom, boom. The nigga come in, bro. All I saw was black gloves.
Oh, shit.
Nigga said like that. With his hands out, nigga said. Yo, bro, your man came back up with his shirt, his collar looked like a fucking, when the shorties wear the one shoulder shit and the t-shirts down here, that nigga had a little bit of blood. Yo, bro, Curb, the nigga was finished. Me and Tut was like, yo, what the fuck happened? We took the black gloves.
That
nigga.
Motherfucker said, yo, this session is over.
Niggas got up like nothing. Nigga was like, all right, we out of here, bro. Niggas looked at Wiz like, yo, Blick, if you okay, bro. Yo, bro, that shit was hilarious. Nigga.
So imagine me, I'm walking down, like you walk down the stairs. And Curve, I swear, Curve let me get comfortable.
Yeah, nigga went grab the gun like, hold on, nigga. You riding with me or you riding with the ops?
He had the AR.
He just tell you my nigga. Come on.
Nah, Curve, I know.
Nigga, bro,
I know, but I'm just keeping it 100. The motherfucker had the AR. He was like, yo.
Nigga, bro.
He was like, yo, I need to know right now. That's your man, right? I'm like, Curb.
I don't fuck with some, but like I said, it ain't that. But I understand, Fifth. You gotta think about it. Remember, with the beef with Ja when they did New York. That's what made
niggas try to kill him though. So I get where Fifth.
But remember now he went at Fat Joe. He went at the Locks. For standing next to his enemy.
Everybody.
That's historically that's how the nigga give it up. If you stand next to his enemy, you his enemy. I mean, that's how he roll.
No, you know what I'm saying? That's how it should be.
Yeah.
That's how it should be. I don't want if y'all know I got a beef with a certain nigga, like a nigga that try to kill me.
Yeah.
And y'all niggas be on
So let me ask you the question. When I
But Ross didn't try to kill a nigga.
No, not Ross. I'm serious.
But he's still an enemy.
That's why with the meat shit is
Nah, when he said like, you know, I mean, I know it's sensitive to certain people that fuck with the Irv Gotti family and shit, you know what I mean? Our sister K and all that. So, you know, I don't mean no disrespect in that aspect, but when them niggas try to kill, you know, he tried
you
to
could
kill
understand
him. That's why he had no malice saying, I'm smoking on the Irv pack.
That was,
you know what I mean?
Nigga, that was
is fucking.
I'm not promoting. Listen, I'm not saying that's right.
That was one of the.
But you know what's crazy? You know, niggas told me like, yo, he's fucked up. I said, no, he's not fucked up for that because the niggas try to kill him.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that 100 because same
niggas
shit.
Try to kill me. It's all gloves off.
Forever, nigga, forever.
No black gloves on. Off, nigga. What?
Nigga, so that's generational beef.
So who? I gotta get you. Yeah. I gotta get you. When the motherfucker standing side by side, the motherfucker somebody gonna pop my top off. Pause. You still was cool with dude, and it's not your beef. I'm not mad. I would never want you.
All right, but hold on. How cool was he with the other nigga? Because now look,
real cool.
If y'all all like brothers,
real, like we brothers.
That's where it get tricky. If y'all
okay,
all like brothers, that's where it get tricky.
So I'm on neutral. You
have to remain neutral because
I understand
if you got love for this nigga and that nigga,
it's like this. I don't hold. I'm not mad that who is still cool with dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I would never want to come between their relationship and shit like that.
If he tried to clap, clap at you, not dude. That's different.
No, dude was drinking with a dude, talking about he gonna pop my top off, and this was a family member of mine.
Yeah.
Sitting there drinking with a dude talking about as he drinking, they talking about popping my top off. Pause.
So I guess I know who it is.
Yeah, you know who the motherfucker is. So who, you know. I understand. I felt like the same way until
that's his brother
until like the situation when you pulled the AR on me.
I didn't pull it. Yo, stop that myth, bro. Stop that myth, bro.
I mean, I me should have been loyal to 50.
50
because 50 gave him
his son.
Show.
First of all, he gave his son an opportunity, right?
Yeah.
If I come home and you taking care of my family, my son. I'm riding. It's us against the world at that point. You know what I'm saying? Like
what I agree with was like Meech coming, like they was somewhere, niggas pulled up. He was like, "Damn, niggas don't got no money for me."
That's crazy. Who the fuck? Yeah, you wild.
But if he legitimately know he was paying people under the table.
No, if he helped you,
helped you, that's different. But I felt
that's law. Like if
Meech came home
right
thinking
now,
like, yo,
let's say right
I
now,
was that nigga.
I did a bid. I come home. And y'all see me, I'm not expecting, but I expect you like, yo, who here? Here's a couple of bucks because I know you just got home, nigga. Get yourself right. You feel me?
That's what
vice versa.
A real nigga would do.
But that's what 50 did though. That's what 50 did.
He did do it.
That's what he
did do that.
He put millions in them dudes' pockets.
Nigga had the whole.
He ran through it.
He had the official. Time out. Nigga had the official document.
No, I know it's not 54.
He had the official documentary slated for to start working on that. Yo, bro, he put niggas in position and he fucked it up.
What Ross was doing for him?
Nothing. Ross is using him for that. Look, they couldn't even get the concert together.
You know what Ross did? I think I'm Big Meech.
So
Larry Hoover.
I'm gonna use it I'm gonna use my own life, right? I fucks with him. The other dude ain't really doing too. You know what I mean? You know too much. I keep it 100 with you. I keep it 100. I understand. Curve's stance on shit. Dude is a fuckboy in a lot of people's eyes, right? I'm cool with him, but he's a fuckboy. It's not just him. A lot of people think.
No,
a lot of people think dude.
It's flaws in his character.
A lot of people think dude.
He's not a man.
Fuckboy.
He's not a man.
He's not a man.
You know what I'm saying?
So back to me walking down them stairs of the studio.
Yo, Tut, man, stop the myth, nigga.
Nigga had the Malcolm X joint on. Standing by the window.
Exactly.
Yo, when you come to my crib, you gonna see there's guns all over my crib.
Okay,
that's regular shit.
He had the AR in his hand. He had the AR.
It just so happened that I always keep something in the studio.
No, just in case.
I saw the shit on the floor. I picked the shit up.
So okay, I want you to tell.
Like I was,
let him tell his story. I'm gonna shut up.
It just so happened that I'm talking to Tut about the shit.
Okay,
I wasn't saying yo Tut. Let me ask you something.
He paying it like yo.
Nah, it what yo Tut. You my nigga, bro.
Kurt was like that.
Hold on.
Nah. But who you want to see? Like guns is my life. That's part of my life. Major part of my life. Guns all over my crib. So that
Curb,
everybody who come there know that.
Curb, I'm asking you to tell the story. You tell the story from your perspective. The way you see it.
My perspective is I just was like, yo, Tut.
No, I want you to tell me from Tut, when I walk down the stairs. Tell the story. Don't half-ass the shit.
Nah.
Tell the story. Tell the story the way it went. I'm listening.
It ain't nothing like that, bro.
Okay, so how did it go?
Came through, right? We had a session planned, blah, blah, blah. We always shoot the shit, we chopping it up. It just so happened that the shit was on the floor.
Yeah, the AR.
And so I picked it up, right?
I asked him the question.
Before I asked him the question, though, before we even got into that. Yeah. Like, I'm making sure the shit operate right. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like, yo, Tut, let me ask you something. You know what I'm saying? It was none of that. It was, I always fuck with the rifle. You know what I'm saying? Like, we were chopping it up. I was like, you fuck with something like that? And the nigga was like, we all right. You know what I'm saying? He's like, and I respect it, but he said it. He was like, I don't fuck with him like I fuck with you. That's it.
I feel like, at the end of the day.
Loyalty means so much to me,
loyalty is essential.
Son, if I fuck with you,
loyalty is essential.
I think that's one of my flaws in life. Like, if I fuck with you.
I was loyal to a fault, too.
Son, I took so many L's being loyal, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Me too.
But in life, you already know, you could meet a nigga and understand, like, you could know if he's like me. You know what I'm saying? Like, he one of us. That's the term me and Tut use, right? Like, one of us.
Yeah.
If a nigga ain't one of us, we know. I'd be like, that nigga.
No, but you see, like, when it comes, like, being a boss, let's say, like me, I know there's certain niggas that have my character. Then there's certain niggas that don't got the same qualities that I have, but they cool. You know what I mean? So I know when son pop off, I know that's not their thing. So I'm not expecting them to do anything, bro.
Facts.
You feel me? So when you got expectations for people to move like you, and then they don't move like you,
expect that. Yeah.
That's the thing. So at the end of the day, like
putting your friends in a basket.
Yeah.
I could look. If it's wartime, I got that basket. Yeah. Those are my niggas. Yeah. If I'm going through, it could be some regular life shit.
Life shit. I need somebody to talk to.
I need somebody with a level head.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That's my nigga right there. You put your nigga
him right here. When my pops passed away, nigga, we don't call each other every day. Nigga was calling me like, yo, bro, you all right? I'm just checking on you. Even that text.
So when my nigga had the car accident, nigga,
even a text, bro. Even a text, yo, who, you good? That shit go a long way with me. I'm like, damn, my bro checking in on me. All my niggas did that. You know what I mean? Because, nigga, I ain't never lose.
The whole shit is this. Some niggas feel like it's shit weird to me. Like, you gotta constantly be in contact with him. Son, if I could not speak to this nigga Tut for a month straight, when we talk again, bro, we picking right back up where we left. Tut, you was just on a hiatus, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nigga Tut was on a hiatus, but when we pick up, it's like niggas ain't never.
But think about it. Before we start doing this podcast shit and all that, I would see Tut like probably once in 3-4 years. One time he be on the bike, came to the barbecue, and it's not. It never drops. We on the same. It's like we back in '86.
Yeah,
that's what I mean. Like some niggas, you just got that relationship with certain people that no matter how much time passes by, when we see each other, it don't. Then sometimes there's niggas you see that you be like, the shit be awkward. The conversation.
Some niggas and there's some niggas is temporary. You got some niggas who just passing through, and that's to me that's fine. Like, just pass through. Don't disturb my peace. But if you passing through, cool. But if I fuck with you, I'm so wild to where if my man fuck with you, like he like, yo, that's my brother, then you automatically my brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, And
until you do something that I feel like, yo, you know what I mean? If you do something that
some weird shit,
some weird shit, then I'm gonna be like, yo, nah, I can't. Whatever happened to, and he know, like, cause I speak, ain't no sugar in my tongue, bro.
I said, I never took it personal. It was more funny to me because the man did have the AR.
No.
It wasn't no shakedown.
I respect dude gangster because he said this is shit where I knew I fucks with him hard body. I told him, I said, yo, I don't fuck with him like I fuck with you. So basically, like, yo, shit hit the fan, yo, I'm aligning myself with you.
Yeah.
And so he sat there, word, he had the AR, word. And I don't use this word, and I'm gonna say the word, and people know I don't use this word. This boy, my man said, yo, I'm gonna tell you now, your man is a bitch ass nigga.
Hey.
Straight up.
Some niggas is banned, bro. Bitch ass nigga banned. Niggas is BA.
Nah, Tuck came to my rescue. That nigga came to my rescue, and I was deserted, nigga. Yeah. After that, I was like, yo, Tuck, nigga, I'll kill a nigga for you.
Yeah, definitely.
Nah, Tuck solid, man.
Nigga, Tuck, you proved yourself.
At the end of the day,
even when you first came around, he bought you that first time. I'm like, nah, I could fuck. I told him, I was like, y'all could fuck with.
Nah, same, bro.
You know what I mean? I was like, yo, I could tell the nigga sturdy.
Facts, bro.
He come from where I come from. Know what I mean?
Ooh, same shit, bro.
Know what I mean? So I be like, I know valid niggas, bro, and I know niggas who pretend a lot.
Yeah,
know what I mean? The niggas that pretend a lot, I don't get impressed by that.
Yo, son, be yourself. If you a tough nigga, that's fine. Yeah. If you a soft nigga, that's fine. I don't have no problem. You don't gotta be the toughest nigga in the world,
bro. I tell niggas this every day of my life, bro. I'm not a tough nigga. I'm not a nigga that tolerate disrespect.
There you go.
You disrespect me, I can get disrespectful, nigga. And my type of disrespect is to the max. It's to the max. It's to the max, and niggas know that.
I scream that. I be like, yo, I'm at peace. I don't want, as long as you don't disturb it, life is gonna be good for everybody.
I mean, like, I feel like if with the Meech thing, let's get back to Meech thing. You expecting things from certain people. If you took care of people, then they should take care of you. That's law.
Jeezy, I feel like Jeezy should take care of you.
I think more than Jeezy he looked out for. You gotta think about this man flew people to Mexico. Remember, he flew the whole commercial jet.
He had billboards.
Listen, he did a lot. You can't.
But I just don't feel like
he the last nigga to really get it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
if it was the last organization that was really killing it.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
So, and he was one of them niggas who he brought everybody up with him. Yeah. Remember, everybody stood tall when they got locked up. Ain't nobody snitch either. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, they snitched.
Who snitched?
Da Vinci.
Blue Da Vinci.
They cleared that though. Didn't they clear that?
Nah.
You sure about that?
Nah, bro.
He snitched.
Why you think they not on the same page?
I thought he stood tall too. My bad.
Nah.
So, but then, all right, with the Meech thing, the loyalty thing to 50, he did kind of fucked up because 50 took care of him.
He blew it.
Gave him a show, blew that shit.
I think it's a certain point, going back to him, even the guy that he don't really have a beef with dude.
But if he did,
I feel like it's the level of beef.
But if he did, let's just say if it escalated to, first of all, that person know not to talk shit about him to me.
Yeah.
So they already know that.
That's major right there.
They know that right there. I'm not going to sit around and
let you slander a nigga that I fuck with.
Yeah, nah.
That's real. That's the realest shit ever.
Like,
he's not going to do that right there. Yeah. He already know Curb is off limits. Like, we don't sit there and talk like that. I already know I'm telling him, my alliance is with him. So when the whole thing with Meech and Rick Ross, you shouldn't have never did that shit at all.
Nah, he shouldn't have never stood next to his enemy. That's it.
So
he took care of you. He gave you the nigga Lil Meech. He put the little nigga in acting school.
Yeah, he set him up.
The nigga put the nigga on the show that's fire. He lined the nigga up for success.
Life,
yeah, like it. At that point, I'd be like, yo, as soon as I came out, I'd be like, you know what? Fuck everybody. It's me, 50,
I'm riding with
and
50
my son.
Cent. Yeah, let's get to it.
Yep, let's get to it.
He fucked up. So
he know Fifth don't fuck with Ross. There's no reason he should have stood next to Ross.
So then,
I don't give a fuck how many tribute songs the nigga Ross had towards me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So let's speaking on loyalty and then the Meech there. Let's Jomo and Cam.
Oh my God.
Jomo.
How we feel about
God.
With that?
Jomo remind me of somebody I know. I'm gonna tell you like this. In life, right? You get some people who get a little more shine than others.
That's true.
In life.
Yeah, that's
you
true.
might get a little more shine. I feel like Jomo did a lot of backdoor
shit.
Not backdoor, but behind the scenes shit.
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah, I think
He still
he
had
did.
to. That's for that water.
Yeah.
I think he did a lot of things to put
It's in the bag.
put the brand into a certain position and stuff like that, right? And I
You
think
talking about the set overall?
the set.
Yeah.
I think he did that. But you got to understand who's the boss. And you got to understand that. And until you understand that, then you're gonna lose.
But you felt like, animosity towards Killer?
Yeah.
I don't think so. In the beginning, I think he played.
No, he played the.
Calling yourself Capo, first of all, is putting yourself after the Don, right?
Yeah.
And he rolled with Capo for the longest, right?
Yeah.
I can't say that he wasn't playing his role, because he did play his role, but in the long run, he did have, balling. He had some records that he got his own buzz, all right?
But do you think it was that thing when you always been the
Second.
the second in hand, and now you finally got a chance to run your own shit?
I don't think he shitted on Cam right away. You know where he fucked up is when
The 50 Cent shit.
that was the biggest. Well, but you remember now, him and Cam had issues.
Yeah.
But for him to stand next to him, and Jewels did too. Remember, it was Santana and Jomo.
Yeah.
That right there, that's when they lost me. That's why I was like, nah. Once I saw them niggas on stage with the nigga, I was like, oh nah, the set is done. Like,
I seen
no matter what we going through, son. Like, if I fuck with you at one point, and your enemy ever reached out, it's still you know what I mean?
Bro,
like,
secret,
nah.
it's niggas I don't fuck with this day now, bro.
And you don't fuck with the niggas that didn't fuck with them, right?
Not that I don't fuck with them. There's no secrets I would never leak out their secrets.
That's real nigga
You know
shit.
what I mean? Like,
Like,
I take it to my grave. I could shit on you, nigga, but I choose not to.
Jomo fucked up standing next to Fifth. That's when I was like, oh nah, ain't no loyalty in the set.
So,
but you could say the same thing with Havoc.
What happened?
With Prodigy.
What?
When Jay had beef, when they had that whole beef,
Yeah.
in the source, I remember Havoc saying, that ain't got nothing to do with me. Because they asked him would he do beats for Rockefeller or Jay and all of that. He was like, yeah. He was like, that beef that him and Prodigy got, that ain't got nothing to do with me. When I saw that, I was like, wait, what? Because the way I see it, if you my nigga and it's wartime, them niggas is food. Like, it's no, I can't stand next to your enemy. Like, it wouldn't even, it's no price point that them niggas could approach me with to make me, you know what I mean, fold. Like, I don't know.
I look at it like this. Let's say, for example, like, let's just use Jim. When he was at his hottest with balling, I felt like dude started smelling himself.
It happens.
It happens, right?
Niggas get a new job. They they start getting money. Niggas start feeling like
Probably was making a little bit more than the boss, than the Don, right?
Like, like how you gonna eat?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How you gonna eat?
Yeah.
So anyway, I think at the end, like the way you move, you look at a person. I'm gonna use my life for example. I got put on to somebody, he taught me the game, certified millionaire. I knew my position. That was big bro. I learned from him. He put me on, and it was a respect matter. I went on, did my own thing, put on other people, but that was still big bro. That's where I got, how I got to where I was at. It was because of him.
Right.
And I respected that. This is the same person. I could go to his restaurant and
you told me about him. Yeah.
He rolled out the red carpet.
Yeah.
He's still big bro. Your money no good here. Just tip the waiters and stuff like that. It was a respect matter. I never felt like, even though I don't need his help, I don't need his money no more, but that's still big bro.
He put you in position.
He put me in position.
Yeah.
But you like not to cut you off, but that's ego and insecurity.
Facts.
Some niggas is insecure, so now when they finally get a chance to become something, they don't know how to grab that. You know what I mean? Like, but you start getting money.
I could say this though, Jomo did always big up Cam. Even when they was beefing with Mace, he was like, yo, Mace taught me how to rhyme. How could I shit on me? Like, there was moments, I know Jim is an emotional nigga. You know what I'm saying? An emotional nigga is actually a dangerous nigga.
He's a cancer like us. Like
yeah.
We same way.
He's an emotional nigga, so he wears hard on the sleeve. Was he loyal to the set? Yes. Was he riding for the set? Y'all can call him pussy, whatever. Say what y'all want about Jomo.
I don't think he pussy. I just think.
You hear the stories or whatever, but I mean,
but niggas get beat up. Niggas get beat up.
Son, as long as you willing to fight, Jomo was willing to fight. Like you seen Jomo when the Don was running at Rucker. Who did you see running towards the smoke? Yeah. It was Jomo, right?
No, I didn't see the room. No.
You saw the video?
He got snuffed out.
It don't matter. He was riding. I can show you other videos. Remember in Philly?
But that was his beef, though.
It don't matter, though. If it's our beef, always, nigga.
Yeah.
The Don should never run. I know the Don is the money, right? Yeah. You got to protect the Don, but you should never run.
I mean,
if we gonna get smoked, if we outnumber, we dropping together. Yeah, we gonna drop together. And guess what? If we live to tell the tale, we gonna get them back. But
I mean, that's law. That's law.
I could say that
we running.
Jomo always fought. He fought a lot of set battles. You know what I'm saying? He fought a lot of set battles.
Him and Freaky.
Freaky, that nigga. Remember that Philly shit? Mm-hmm. When Cam did the fake jump and Jewels was laying in the cut. I never forget that shit. Me and my niggas laughed at that shit. We was like, yo, what the fuck? I don't care if I'm the Don, nigga. Like, if it's war, Freaky went like this. Nigga tucked his chain. He looked at everybody. Nigga hopped over. Went out there. All he saw was him swinging. Boom, brawling, right?
Nah, when it's wartime, it's wartime.
Everybody's supposed to ride, right?
Yeah. My niggas know that. They know. I
don't give a fuck if you the Don.
Niggas in previous shows, these niggas had done told me like, nah, you ain't got. I'm like, bro, I'll jump out the window.
Are you crazy? Like,
I get offended like a nigga. Like if a nigga's talking about Tut around me or talking about you in a certain way, and you my man like that,
yeah,
I'm gonna pop off on you, nigga. I'm taking your whole fucking head off.
That's
nigga.
what you.
I have no problem doing that.
So
and niggas told me, you don't got to do that. Nah, I'm gonna do that because that's just who. That's
and niggas think Freaky a clown, right? Freaky ride. That nigga's a rider.
Nah,
Freaky ride. I saw Freaky get busy several times. So Jomo is an emotional nigga, right? He's loyal to a sense where he always credit Cam with his success, right? You ever heard him say, yo, fuck Cam? He might talk his shit like, yo, I'll fuck Cam up, right? He said that shit, right?
But
he might feel like he could fuck Cam up.
Let's just
it should never get to that. But
let's just say this, because from the Cam point of view.
The locks.
You ever, like, it's a nigga. It's
real niggas.
It's niggas not. It's niggas you consider valid. And then it's niggas you like, I fuck with this nigga, but I don't really. Maybe Jomo was that for Cam. He was part of I fuck with him, but he really not. Because the way he was talking about,
the way he bigged up Jimmy,
I think no,
was kind of is misleading.
No,
remember, Jimmy, I'm gonna get you up out of 5'8".
Yeah.
Remember, when it comes to
Jimmy,
my name's Me Too.
When he got the Benz and said Me Too. When he got the whatever,
them niggas did the patty cake on stage.
I think Jim was real close to him, but I think I experienced this when somebody's close to you, and then they get a little hot streak,
and they start feeling themselves. They like, you know what?
They forget it.
I'm that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, but
I didn't have.
You felt like Jim had that moment.
That's what happened. That's what happened with Mason and Cam. For they separation.
No, I think with Mason Cam, I think Cam didn't understand the business.
Yeah.
And I think what happened was,
and I heard Mace was doing.
No, I think what happened was Cam was that dude without rap. Mace was fucked up in the game, so he got on. So he started smelling himself, like kind of like you understand when the dude was like, "Yo, how you gonna eat?" And you like, "What the fuck?"
Remember, they beef was horse and carriage. Yeah. Mace wanted, but he wanted 50,000 for the video.
He wanted 30,000 for the video, but he had a right to ask for the 30,000 because that was in the budget anyway.
Yeah, he was asking.
He was supposed to do. He's Mace.
Yeah, so he was supposed, but he was.
No, but that's like if I do something with you. Let's say you.
If I got a budget, if I got an open budget, and you put me on, right, and you are the star already, right, and you like, yo, I need 30 racks to that video. I'm gonna be like, you know what? It's in the budget. Get that man his 30 racks. But who? You a real nigga, right? If they be like, we don't got the 30 racks, what you gonna do? You gonna do the video anyway, right?
Yeah, because it's my man.
But it was the same shit.
But they had the 30 racks. That's what. That's what Mace was saying.
Yeah.
Cam didn't understand the business.
Exactly.
But then when he figured out, Mace was like, "Yo, let's get the 30 racks. I'm gonna bust you down 15."
He did say that.
I'm gonna bust you down 15. When Cam realized what it was,
that's what I was gonna say.
When Cam learned that later on.
When he went on the Gilly show, he sat there and told him like, "Yo, tell," and that's why he admitted to his mistakes. A man can sit there and say, "When I fucked up.
I fucked up. I didn't know the game."
I fucked up.
He said that. He did say that. Yeah.
Jomo, I felt like, he felt he had his moment of shine, and that's what it was. I'm not knocking him.
Who you think? Talking about moment of shine. Who you think putting out the best music out of the set?
I think because he's.
I think it's Jomo.
I think because I
because he's the most consistent one out of all of them.
Jomo
Cam,
Jomo spit. No,
yeah.
Jomo spit. Don't sleep on Jomo. Jomo spit.
No, he spit.
And I'm not defending the nigga.
If I'm in the studio with the hottest young motherfuckers around, don't sit there and give him too much credit. If I got the hottest young dudes in around, a million Billies around me telling me, "Yo, this is what hot." And stuff like that.
Say this.
He's still next to the fire. Cam is kind of like up here. You know what I'm saying? Like
he's sitting there.
He up there,
right there.
Yeah.
And I'm not knocking Jomo. I'm not knocking
him. Me as a rapper. I could put when I write a rhyme. Today's lingo, I put in some of my verses. Why? Because I'm still around.
Your young bulls keep you on point.
Yeah,
they keep the lingo. You know what's going on. It's actually smart to stay next to these niggas.
When I say certain things in my music, it's like, oh shit. It's because the young niggas. So if a young consumer listens to my shit, he could be like, oh, all right,
nigga know what's going on. Yeah,
I'm not trying to be the old headed want to be young. I'm just like, I know certain shit that and what it stand for. Right. I mean, if it fit the bar, it fit the bar.
Right.
So at the end of the day, like I look at,
but ain't no loyalty in the set. I'm sorry.
No.
I think that
verse showed you that.
I think,
nigga, that was the biggest show of.
I think the verses they didn't practice. They don't
fuck that. It showed that they don't fuck with each other. The
they don't fuck with each other.
Is brothers. They fuck with each other. They like, yo, nigga, the show they put on, how they know each other's lyrics. Even they show some Instagram shit with Jada spitting Styles verse word for word.
But Jada, Sheik and thing, you never saw chinks in the armor.
Sheik know that he not. First of all, everybody call who first? Jada, right?
Yeah.
Is straight up Jada's the star. When it came to the verses, who led the show? Kiss, right?
Yeah.
Everybody know their position. That's a family.
Yeah.
Right? I'm gonna tell you this. Who's the second best? And he's all right with that. He's the hardest nigga.
P.
SP. Who's the best at making songs? It's Sheik. If you listen to Sheik got the best bodies of work, right? He know how to put together an album. He comes up with the hooks. Yeah. He comes up with he still got a simple mind. You know what I'm saying? So everybody knows their role. What they do is beyond loyal. They put their money in a pot for everything they do, and they spread it amongst each other. That's the realest shit I've ever seen ever. You know what I'm saying?
I think honestly, I agree with you. I just think
that's loyalty. That's brother. But they brothers though. Like,
but you still could be brothers. You just don't get along. Like this dude, me, him, and the other guy. Like I keep it 100 with you. Like it's the same thing. Like that dude taught me how to rap. Mm-hmm. I'm nice because of that dude. I take that dude and I put him against any rapper. And I speak any rapper. I'm talking about any anybody. I sat in the club. I sat in the club with fucking Big Pun. He could tell you. I'll put up any amount of motherfucking money. This motherfucker would eat Big Pun up. Mm-hmm. I sat there. I still stand by I put my money
up. He had a song. Shout out my right hand nuts, man. He had a song called "What Would You Do, Bro." He painted bro. That shit was like a Biggie story to tell. And I'm not saying that because he my man, bro. You feel me? Like the nigga was nasty, bro. Mm-hmm. Nasty. Like I remember he did
that picture.
He did a freestyle on the Pump It Up. We in the studio, nigga. Mm-hmm. He was like, yo, I'm coming for the king of this shit. I hang over. The engineer stopped the shit. He said, yo, what you said? I said, what? He said, what? It's like, yo, I hang over. I said, yeah, nigga, say that shit again, nigga. Fuck that. You want the thing, but he was really like, just to give him his say so, nigga, he was nasty, bro. Mm-hmm. Those are the niggas I grew up in not to cut you up, in my neighborhood. It's like 3 good rappers. I felt to me, those are like my Jay-Z, Biggie, and Nas. It was my man Nif, my man H, and Nux. Those are the three niggas. Me, I was just I'm gonna punch you in your face. It was no decorating that shit. It was like, yo, I'm coming with a punch, nigga. Hold that. You feel me? That's it. I mean, I'm the ad-lib king, though. So, you know what I mean? My ad-libs is impeccable. You heard?
And so, like I said, I started with these guys. Mm-hmm. You know, I started with Rasheem, who did everything. Wrote, produced.
Shout out to my nigga Rasheem, too.
Everybody knew their position, right?
That's the thing.
If egos isn't... If you know how to, like, control your ego, everybody gonna win. If everybody know their position and they all right with that, but everything gonna be all right.
That's the part.
With the set...
That's the part.
I'm not going to bring up Harlem niggas.
Nah, everybody want to be the leader.
Nigga. My nigga, who the Bronx nigga? Yeah. My nigga Tut the Harlem nigga. Harlem niggas got that super ego, right?
Well, I think Jomo, y'all got to take Jomo. He
I'm born in Harlem, nigga. He was born in the same hospital I was born in. Flower Hospital.
My man, they ain't got nothing to do with where he
So I'm from Harlem then. I was
Jomo Harlem nigga.
Nah.
That nigga was on weeks for a couple of weeks.
I think it was weeks for 2 weeks, nigga. Fuck out of here.
That nigga not a Bronx nigga.
I'm saying loyalty means a lot. And you never forget, a good leader had to be a good soldier. You can't be a fucking good.
You gotta know your role.
You can't be insecure. Now you can't be insecure.
Let me tell you this: if I know that I'm not the star of the show, I'm okay with that, right? If I know my nigga's that nigga, that's fine. If I know that if I'm second in charge or third in charge, right? I'm all right with that. Cause guess what? I'm gonna be that super third nigga. You
everybody has to pay the position.
Everybody know. Think of a G Unit. Who was the number one nigga? Fifth, right? Mm-hmm. Who worked his way up to second? It was Banks, right?
Yeah.
Who was third? Yayo, right?
Yeah.
Everybody played their position, right?
So Yayo was the muscle.
Yayo stayed what though? Loyal, right?
Yeah.
Banks did what? He strayed, right?
Because he wasn't like I said, he wasn't in the same clothes as Yayo and 50. He wanted to do his own thing. He was more reserved, quiet. He just wanted to rap. He ain't really want to do promoting.
But you know what? He still could have played his role. I'd have been like, yo, Fifth, whatever you want me to do, nigga.
Of course.
I'm going to
do. But not
it.
everybody think like that. You see, you gotta be comfortable. Like, let's say we could put all three. All three of us is businessmen. Mm-hmm. All three of us.
I think that comes with age, right?
Yeah,
maybe time, because maybe Banks was
a little too young. You stand on thing, but like I've held down mad rappers, bro, and I know how to act in that room.
Right.
You feel me? And I know how to act a room when I'm speaking to niggas who getting money, because I know how to act that way. I mean, what a nigga has is never made me feel insecure, nigga. Me living where I live at, or a nigga living somewhere else in a mansion, that shit ain't never made me feel like nothing. Because at the end of the day, nigga, I'm a man. I stand on what I stand on, nigga. My principles is forever gonna be impeccable. It's flawless.
I think that gets you further in the long run, right?
And that's why niggas fuck with me, because it's ego driven. Like a lot of niggas need
You all right with not being that nigga?
Yeah.
If everybody's all right with that, like I'd rather be. Like if Banks know he was nicer than all of them, right?
Yeah, lyrically he was.
But Fifth was the star, right?
Yeah.
If you like, yo, my nigga's the star, he could be that nigga. But guess what? When it comes to these punchlines and these hot verses, I'm that nigga, right?
Everybody
listen,
role,
I'm
bro.
That muscle, right? Yeah. They know that I might not be the nicest lyrically, but what I say is gonna be some real shit, and you know I did it, and that's my role, right? That'll get you further. I think that's what Fifth stand on, because anybody who stood, look at Yayo and Fifth, right? Mm-hmm. Niggas still like this, right?
Yeah, they had a little.
What Fifth say? What Fifth told Buck on that phone call? He was like, "Yo, you gotta stay close." You know what I'm saying? He said, "Look at Yayo, like, look at Bleak and Jay, right? Mm-hmm. Look at Tata and Jay, right? Mm-hmm. But look at Beans and Jay, right? Mm-hmm. If you stray." You gotta accept that this is that nigga. And Beans could out rap Jay to me personally. No. Yes, he can. No. Yes.
We gonna talk about that on another
yes,
show.
Yes, he can.
But at the end of the day, like people not
loyalty over everything for me, bro.
I feel like I'm a.
I use the bathroom.
I feel like I'm a loyal. This dude is crazy. I'm a loyal dude.
Yeah.
Curb had an AR-15.
Yo, son, stop that shit, nigga.
He asked me a question.
Tell you my nigga, man. Ain't no question, bro.
I'm not mad at you.
I know who you fuck with. I don't even need to
I'm not mad at you. You wanted to know where my loyalty stands. You had the AR-15.
It wasn't even that day though. I want you to know that. Like I was like, yo, certain niggas you know, like yo, this is my type of nigga. I fuck with this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like you could, certain niggas you meet and you feel like you could meet a nigga and you be like, yo, whatever, that nigga. You meet a nigga and you feel like you. Tut, when I met you, I felt like I knew you forever. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, this is.
Well, Tut know me because I say shit.
I fuck with this nigga.
He be getting on me because like, yo, why you be talking to niggas like that? I'm like, bro, I'm honest. Even when we be in the studio working,
yeah,
he tell you. It's no filter with me, bro. I'm like, yo, nah, we ain't doing it like that. We doing it like this. Like, it's like the Knicks. You had Ewing, scorer. Know what I mean? Ant Mace, Xavier McDaniels, they come in the game, fuck niggas up, hit niggas with the razzle dazzle.
How you gonna leave
Oakley. No, I mean, you know what I mean? Oakley, you got John Starks, a 3-point specialist. Bulls, Jordan's the scorer. Pippen play defense. Everybody has a role. So when you try to put a nigga to play another role in a role that he's not comfortable in, like, not everybody could be a leader. Not everybody could be the muscle. Not everybody could be the brains.
But what if they don't know that? Think about it. You think Jomo's really the leader?
No.
Think about the set. I'm talking about the set.
Yeah. When it comes to the set, if you want to keep it a buck, it's Killer, Jewels, and then Jomo. That's how it was. But on the street level, it was Killer, Jomo, because you know Jomo aligned himself with you know what I mean, with the Billies.
When Joe, think about it. If you my man, right? Let's just say, for example, I'm looking at it from, I don't have a dog in the race. If you my man, I just ate off I took one album from you. Everything else been you. He had Jewels under contract for multiple albums.
Mm-hmm.
He took one album from Jomo. Yo, let me eat off this album with you. Everything else is yours. You had the freedom to do the things you was doing because of him. Without him, you know, you don't. It goes back to my friend.
You don't exist, nigga.
So it goes back to the friend that I'm telling you about. That yo, at the end of the day, I don't need his money, but at the end of the day, that dude put me on, and it's a certain respect.
But you knew your position.
But you know your position. 1, 2, you comfortable in your skin, bro. A lot of niggas ain't comfortable.
That's right there too.
With other people, I'm looked at as the boss. Think about it. In my whole.
But you gotta think about it. You think Skull Gang? Remember that was Jewel shit, right? You think he wasn't the boss?
He didn't do nothing with it.
It don't matter though. But to them, his other niggas, he was the boss, he
right?
Was the
boss. What he do with it?
And Bird Gang was Capo, right?
Yeah.
He was the boss of that, right? He had Max B. He probably had the best other artists out of the set, right?
He had Max B, Stack Bundles.
Stack Bundles. He had the best artist, period, out of the set, right?
Stack Bundles, I think they said wrote Ballin'.
He did.
I don't know if he wrote the bars, but
yeah, say he wrote it.
He wrote the hook.
Nah. Stack didn't write the hook. It was
Ron Browse?
Nah,
Max
wrote the hook. Max put that out.
But they worked. Let's wait. See, they worked with him on them albums right there.
They got Jomo. They got Jomo shaking, right? Like they got Jomo shaking.
So they made him hot, right? Yeah. And what I'm saying is that my dude is a certified millionaire. He put me on.
Tell you know your role though.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Memphis Bleak knows his role. Yeah. Tata knows his role.
That's why them niggas forever gonna be good.
Siegel didn't know his role.
Siegel
Banks didn't know his role. Yayo knows his role.
I think Siegel knew his role. Siegel went to jail. That's the if Siegel don't.
All right, so jail, you know what though? Jay fuck Siegel. If you want to think about it,
why?
It was Dame that stuck with Siegel. If you want to talk about it,
yeah,
he'll tell you that. Who showed up to his court cases? Jay showed up to one. Dame showed up to everything.
But he shouldn't have put himself in that position.
He was the street nigga riding for his gang, right? He felt like,
my man, you making money. Like at the end of the day, like if think about it. Think about it like
niggas
this.
come around and be like, yo, we family. This is
Let me tell you. I'm gonna use my life.
Mm-hmm.
I was wilding with the motorcycle shit like that. My big homie or the boss, I call him the boss.
Mm-hmm.
My man, you running my company. I got a $20 million a year company. You're running for me. You can't be doing that. You got too much responsibility. Cut that shit out. You know what Tut did? I cut that shit out.
Right.
Yeah, other niggas won't do that though.
You know what I mean? I cut that shit out. I was smart enough to cut that shit out. Think about it. The people who knew how to cut that shit out was the ones who made it. You ain't see. Think about it. When Dipset, think about it. Dipset was behind. They wasn't wanted in Rockefeller. I mean, Dame put them on. Yeah. They wasn't wanted.
Jay didn't fuck with them.
They didn't fuck with it.
Yeah, Jay ain't fuck with them.
Because they laughed at Jay for his old boy verse or something like that.
So
they deleted the shit, nigga. But they only deleted it because Jay deleted. Yeah, he deleted Cam shit.
Yeah, so everybody knew their position. So Killer as the boss or the leader of his faction, he stepped up to the game and he knew what it had to take to do to get them to a certain point. Yeah. Beans was doing knucklehead shit.
Oh, he was.
I wasn't doing knucklehead shit.
But Beans did knucklehead shit. Wasn't his shit like previous shit though?
No.
It was some shit that happened while he was still in.
Well, yes.
What was Beans' case?
Some shit he got in a shootout with the fucking gun. That was the federal case right there. Like, why are you out there doing that? You Beans.
You made it, but a lot of these rappers
you made
doing
it.
That.
Yeah, but Beans felt, I don't know. It seemed like he was the protector of everything. He felt like, yo, listen, I gotta hold this shit.
But that's another thing. These rappers, after you make it, still getting indicted with these stupid ass crimes. How we feel about that?
I mean,
I think it's stupid.
Once you reach a certain level of success, it's
you
like,
shouldn't be engaging in those type of.
It's tough because I'm gonna give you an example, right? If I get it shaken and my niggas is still in the mix, right? Do I dissociate myself from my niggas?
Depends which niggas you mean.
If it's my day ones.
All right, so I'm gonna put it to you this way. I'm in the game, right? I'm in the game. I'm making millions. I'm making M's now. Mm-hmm. I'm in a different tax bracket.
You gonna put your niggas in position, right?
I'm gonna put my niggas in position, but there's certain niggas I can't put in no position because these niggas is landmines. You step on them, it's boom. You know what I mean? Them niggas is gonna go off wherever I put them. I can't put them in a room with millionaires because they gonna act up and fuck up the money.
Right.
You feel me? I can't bring them to certain shit because any little thing they gonna act like Beans and start shooting shit up. Mm-hmm. Those type of niggas you leave where they good at.
All right, but look,
you know what I mean?
If you think about a lot of the RICO cases, right? Like with Young Thug. Thug was up here. They got him. His shit kind of fucked up because
that was a witch hunt. He ain't do shit. That was a witch hunt.
That's where I'm going with it, right? Like,
but Beans was shooting.
All right, Beans shit is different, right? Right, Beans shit different. But when it comes to like Thug and a couple of other niggas who got hit with bullshit charges, they witch hunting, right? Like It's like, all right, I'm up here. Anything that go down there, although these niggas might scream the game, right?
It shouldn't touch you.
But they screaming, what's this shit? YSL, right? It's screaming all of that, right? No, but it does because to them boys, they looking at whatever. Anything you could send, I could have sent you $50. Like, yo, son, Thug, I'm fucked up. I need some bread. You send me some bread. Right? Mm-hmm. You go do some shit. They like, all right, he did some illegal shit with that money. I didn't send you that money for you to do some illegal shit.
Yeah, but some of these niggas was sitting in a room orchestrating hits, bro. Like, yo, go kill this nigga I got beef with now while his man is taping him. You feel me? Like, nigga, I'm not even giving that order. That order's coming from my capo, nigga. You feel me? My capo gonna tell you, yo, I need you to go do that.
But you still associated with it, so it's kind of fucked up. I mean, it's like you associate. I don't want nothing to do with that shit.
You associated. Like, let's talk about Jay-Z. Mm-hmm. He probably got niggas that handle whatever street shit he needs to get handled. Let's just say.
I think they all out of it though.
No, I mean they out of it. Remember, now they out of it.
Tata is that nigga, right?
Yeah.
Tata that nigga, right? Then you had what's your man that came home? I forgot son name.
I know he's paper planes.
Not D-Haven, the other nigga.
Damn, what the fuck is the nigga name?
That shit.
Emery,
right. Emery came home, right? Jay put all of those niggas in position, right? This is why it's shaky when they be like the state property and all them niggas be like, yo, Jay Shiesty. He's that.
It's not shiesty. Them niggas took game. It's like Tuss said.
No.
From his big boss.
Aside of that.
His big boss told him,
those are
don't
his
do this.
day ones, right? Like Emery, all them niggas, those are his day ones. Tata, his day one, right? Is Tata asking for anything? Is Emery asking for anything?
Is Emery doing bullshit, dumb shit?
No. Emery came out and got himself on point. Tata been there from the beginning. Tata like 5'2". How little nigga, right? But he's a loyal nigga and a hustler, right? Jay put him in position. Siegel and all these other niggas are just artists.
Well, remember, they was trying to be bosses. They did the state property thing. Niggas was smoking wet. A lot of these niggas was dust heads, all that. You fucking up the brand and the money. I can't bring you to where the money is.
How you the boss of your faction and you doing dumb shit?
Exactly.
That's you see.
The blind leading the blind.
Doing dumb shit?
No.
He ain't. Is Tata doing dumb shit?
Bro, Emery came out, started a clothing line, paper planes. Deals with Puma.
Tata
started signing
Tata was managing Neo, doing all types of shit. Rihanna, like
even look at LeBron James with Maverick, with Rich Paul and all that. He trusted his crew. Like, yo, listen, I'm gonna need you to do this. So Rich Paul was like, you know what, sis, you my first client. My lane is gonna be getting these athletes to sign to my sports company. Maverick was like, you know what, in the bigger spectrum, let's take over the music or whatever. Then it's Randy that does whatever the miscellaneous shit that he do for Bron. Each nigga has a position to play, but when you got dumbouts,
that's the
eating dumbouts.
You said that. That's it. It's the dumbouts, right? That's the problem.
So let me ask you this, both of you. I fucks with you hard body. You ever ask me to do some kind of bullshit?
No, I would never ask you that.
Did you ask me to do some bullshit? Did I ever ask y'all, any of you guys, to do some bullshit?
Let me tell you something. Nigga, who? When I went to the BTS, I know who Hefe is, bro. I learned who Hefe is. I want to say that, bro. That nigga operated properly, right?
Yeah.
I think the footage kind of show that, right? Yeah. I showed my niggas, they was like, yo, that's that nigga, right? I was like, yeah, that's that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Who? You operate, you move a certain way, right? Like we said, positions, right?
Yeah.
I think it look like your niggas know they role, right?
They do.
Niggas know they role. Everybody play their position, right?
Everybody play their
part. I could kind of see that. If you see what it is, like
they like pull up, you see. The niggas know what
when they walk in, they greet Hefe, right?
Yeah.
Everybody greet Hefe, right?
Yeah.
And then I watch everybody how they move. They move accordingly, but they still like your Gotti nigga, right?
Yeah.
I felt that nigga energy.
My right hand, yeah.
That's I felt that nigga energy. You know what I'm saying? No homo. I don't even know Gotti, but I felt Gotti. I was like, yo, nigga, the way he move, I was like, yo,
that's my brother.
I was like, I see something in this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like he was like, yo, if I felt like he was second in charge for some reason. You know what I'm saying?
He is.
Because I seen people greeting him, right? And then I seen the way he roll. I was like, yo, he's kind of quiet, but he's loud, right? In a weird way, right? Like how you balance that, right? Like I just felt the nigga. I was like, yo.
No, he active.
I was like, yo, something about this nigga. You know what I'm saying? I met the nigga mom. She was like, that's my baby, right? She was like, it's another nigga, big son? Who's that?
You talking about the nigga with the beard, right?
Beast or what? Who's that? No, who's that? I don't know. But she was like, yo, that's my baby. I'm looking at this now. But I seen that niggas know they role, right? I think that's the key, knowing your role. If you don't let your ego get past you, you gonna be fine.
Ain't no ego with us, bro. Because at the end of the day, even I remember I used to go to the strip club, right? So I was fucking a stripper and I was fucking a bartender. Yeah. So then, I mean, you know me, nigga. I'm a savage, gang. Yeah. So I remember we started taking our shit to the VIP. So Shorty in the bar was getting tight. She's like, yo, why you not over here? She like, ain't you the boss? I'm like, nah, we all bosses. Because I call myself Hefe. Yeah. But I never walk around acting like I give niggas empowerment. Yeah. Like my thing is always I want niggas to move.
That was what Meech did. That's why Meech was successful because he brought everybody up.
Because it ain't about me, bro. I'm always like, if I get a money play, I hit my niggas up. They know, yo, bro, what's up?
But guess what?
You know what I
mean? Every boss has a boss, no matter how you look at it, right?
You learn from something, yeah.
Every boss has a boss, right? If you know your role, you're going to be fine. If you let your ego get the best of you and you want to be that nigga over that nigga, that's where the problems happen. And that's what happened with Capo, I feel like, yo.
Yeah, man.
He fucked it up.
Like niggas gotta, like I said, once you reach a certain level, you gotta let that shit go. Niggas can't be on that.
I'm comfortable no matter where I'm at.
No, exactly. I'm comfortable every setting. Like, niggas get mad at me when I go away on vacation because I like to go to the trenches. The best food is there. I'm in my habitat.
That's my nigga. So, wifey used to get mad at me at that, right? Wherever we went, I'd be like, yo, let's go to the hood. I want to eat what they eat, and I want to see what they see. And I went to the Bahamas. I went to the hood. And I'm like, yo, they hood is hood. We ate, had some of the best food, right?
Yeah, because it's made with love, bro.
Nigga, facts, right?
You know what I mean?
I want to see what they see. Like, all right, boom, you show me the resort. That's luxury, right? I want to see how the people who work at that resort live, right? So, but that's for us, right? That's for a certain type of nigga. But like I said, knowing your role will get you further. I'm perfectly fine no matter where I'm at, because I know that when it's time to be that alpha in the room,
I'm going to be there.
I'm gonna be that, right?
Yeah.
When it's time to be like, yo,
listen and
like, yo, listen, yeah, because I know eventually. Remember that nigga that's up top.
Come to
he gonna pass the torch, right?
Yeah,
he gonna be like, yo, listen.
So you gonna pass him when he
the most loyal nigga is gonna get that torch, right?
Yeah.
It's the long game, right? Yeah. Knowing your position. I'm perfectly fine with that. And ego is the killer, bro. Ego killed Capo. Ego killed so many Banks. Ego killed so many other niggas, bro.
So do you think it's do you think it's a way where they can rekindle?
Damn.
You know what it is too, bro?
You ever feel like the set was actually close?
Nah, but you know,
yeah, I think that first album when they first came out,
feel like everybody felt like they was brothers.
When Jim knew his role, and I really felt even up to when he dropped his first album, The Certified Gangster, I felt like that they were real tight. I think as he got more known, I think the ego just started taking over. And when you forget,
you blame him for everything though. You don't feel like Cam did anything wrong.
I don't know their
story.
I don't know they story. I know at the end of the day, I had somebody who put me on.
Cause Cam act like
I had somebody.
Jim wasn't his right. He like, yo,
maybe he wasn't. Maybe he really wasn't.
On cameras they played it like
I don't believe that. He said too much. That means Cam is a liar.
I could be cool with somebody and don't necessarily mean that I really rock with him to that degree.
Well, you know what it is? When it come to that, it's
when it comes to Jimmy, my name is me too.
Yeah. He said that.
Outgrowing a nigga is one thing, right?
Well, that's what I think. They both outgrew each other. Jim doing different things than what Cam is doing. Cam and Mason.
But I feel like if you got your ego together, you like, yo, you could always reach out to. I will always look at Cam as like, yo, that's my nigga, that's my brother.
At the end of the day,
if you know one thing about Harlem niggas, it's always a battle between them. Who's the flyest?
At the end of
who got the most cars?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, this is my man. Y'all know this nigga.
Rich and
you went and got a Volkswagen. Watch this Volkswagen I get.
Rich,
you got a boat. Watch this boat I get.
Yeah,
that's Harlem shit.
Yeah.
Niggas. So at the end of
Rich Alpo, right?
Nah, Rich did some shady shit that he don't get credit. I mean, that people hold against Poe.
So you got to put me onto that because I don't know about
that. If give you an example, if I'm getting my shit from Jose at 15,000 a key, and you getting your shit from Fritz 25,000 a key, and I go and give you money to buy 30 keys from me, and you charge me 25 a key, and I go to Jose, Jose, what's up? You ain't been fucking showing me love. And Jose said, what the fuck you talking about, my man? I gave you fucking 30 keys. The stamp was this.
Okay.
The stamp was this. And then I go back to you and I say,
the masses don't know that. We know the base story.
And I go to you, Curb. I pull out the AR-15. Curb, let me ask you a question.
You know he gonna run with that.
Let me ask you a question. Where you got them keys from? Because I know the stamp.
Yeah.
Oh nah, I got that shit from.
The majority don't know that. We know the base story, and they make it seem like Rich was the sturdy one and Poe was the grimy one, right?
Nah, I'm not saying Kurt Poe ain't is not grimy. Is it worth killing your man? Think about it like that. At the end of the day, we all hear the
and it was enough money for everybody,
it's
right?
It's enough money for everybody, but it goes back to
that shit ego, bro.
It goes back to everything is ego.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna name the podcast Ego because that's what it boiled down to. You know what I'm saying?
Everything is
ego is the man's worst enemy, bro. That's the destruction.
Everything is ego.
Because we all want to be alpha, right? We all want to be.
When you pulled the AR-15 out on me, right?
Tight, bro.
I could have took it a certain way.
Yeah, of course.
I didn't take it a certain way because I knew. First of all, I knew I'm a little older than Kirby. I knew the streets. I knew the language that he was talking to me. Mm-hmm. I knew the other guy didn't speak the language that me and Kirby.
Not at all. He not like us.
He not like us. He not like us.
Kendrick
right?
voice.
So I sat there and thought about it. You know, Kirby got the AR-15. I said, you know what? Let me let him know where my loyalty stands. Yeah. I fucks with you. I'm cool with him. But if Kirby would have said, yo, I don't want you talking to that motherfucker, I would have had to stop. Me personally, I felt more loyal to Kirby. I wouldn't have fucked with dude like that.
We don't got a relationship.
At the end of the day, sometimes you're going to get positions, and I've been in that position before.
You had to make a decision who you want to fuck with.
And that's why I keep saying to you about the guy who was like, you know, my big homie or whatever you want to call him. It was times that I didn't necessarily agree with him. Yeah. But I said, yo, this dude, he's taking me to the promised land. Yeah, so you know what? Fuck it.
You know how to play your role. And niggas don't know how to play their role. Like I'm perfect. I don't have to be him. You can be, if him is really him, then the person under him is going to eat.
It's going to talk.
Look. And the person under him is going to eat.
Bro, you came to my event. You saw how I move.
Nigga.
I had to tell niggas I'm him.
Son, I felt it. I was like, yo, yeah. Like, it shit made me proud.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, yo, like, some niggas would be like, yo, fuck he think he is. You know what I'm saying?
But my shit is
never. But I saw everybody walking in, dapping my nigga. I saw bitches hugging it. You know, hugging my nigga. I'm like, yo, my nigga's that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit made me feel like I'm like, yo, you know what? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I'll fuck with.
And so when you fuck with somebody like that, like when you, some people don't understand the language. I know that other dude don't understand the language.
Nah, he not
one of us. So
when
once again, when Kirby had the AR-15 like Nino Brown.
This nigga with the AR-15.
He had the AR-15 like Nino Brown. I said, let me speak the language. Let me let him know. Yo, my man, I fuck with you. Yeah, like if you feel some type of way,
and all Jomo had to do was he do big up Cam, so it's like I don't feel like
he big him up, but
every major interview
I get the vibe.
I don't feel like he hating on Cam. You know what I'm saying?
No, he want to be the boss.
I don't feel like that though.
Nah, I feel like he want to be.
You
the
feel
boss.
like he want to be the boss?
I
think that's what it is he want to be alpha too.
He want to be the boss.
He has his own.
He always big up Cam. No, y'all gotta watch the video.
He big him up.
Yo, Cam put me in position.
But get to the point.
Capo, he accepted. Yeah. Capo is not the Don. Capo will always be second in charge.
That's what he's saying.
He took the name.
You ever saw The Godfather Part 2?
Yes.
Remember Hyman Roth?
Yes.
Remember how he was saying, I'm about to die. You're going to take everything. But you know damn well he wasn't planning on dying. He wanted to get Mike the fuck out of there. Yeah, and that's Capo. That's what he is. That's what he is. Some people can't accept playing second fiddle to nobody.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Peter Tosh and fucking Bob Marley.
I feel like you a sucker if you operate that way. Then
there's a lot of sucker niggas that work.
Yeah, I feel like you a sucker if you operate that way.
But then I think he's a sucker.
Whoever put me in position, I would never forget it. Yeah. I would never shit on you. Yeah. And I'm gonna ride.
No, I'm riding, of course.
Whatever you say, you be like, yo, son, this is what I need you to do.
50 with Eminem.
Yeah.
He ride or die with Eminem.
Oh my God.
There's nobody going against Eminem.
First of all, Dre and Eminem, 50 always be like, yo, listen. You could say whatever you want about him. 50 gonna ride or die for the nigga because he gave him the hottest niggas in the game was Murder Inc. during that time, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
M was M was M, right?
M was M.
M gave him the chance. Has 50 ever slandered M?
Never.
But
I can't shit on 50. 50 is that nigga is.
But you got to play.
He just look for loyalty. Like if you show him that you are loyal to him, you will be fine. Everybody who crossed the nigga is the ones who felt pain.
It's people. It's people who thought that they was going to be bigger or they forget where they came from. And the same thing with me. I sat there and I had one guy who put me on, and mind this guy put somebody in charge of me. Yeah. At one point, it was another guy he put in parts of me. You want to know why?
Was that guy Italian or was he black?
No, he was black.
Okay,
but he put him on. He put him in front of me. Mm-hmm. But the boss is the boss. I gotta understand and respect the position that the boss is. I have to.
You might have felt some way, right?
I felt some way, but I played my position.
Played your position.
So leading to that, let's get to the point of the day. What y'all want me to set it off?
Set it off.
All right, my point of the day is, man, if you out here fucking these chicks, man, strap up if you ain't trying to have no kids, man. You heard? Making these babies and then, just leaving them around for these hunters to keep getting money out of you guys. So, that's my point of the day, you know what I mean?
And my point of the day is loyalty. Be loyal. Play your position. You don't gotta be that nigga. If you next to that nigga, eventually you will be that nigga. Take care of the gang. If you eat, everybody below you is gonna eat. If your boss eat, you gonna eat. Play your role, bro. Simple. Life ain't that complicated, bro. Everybody want to be the alpha, but guess what? We all have our moment, bro. We all have our moment. Simple. Tut.
My point of the day is when you go to your man's studio and he pull out the AR-15.
This nigga ain't gonna let that go.
You gotta understand. You gotta make the right decision, and you gotta say the right thing. This show is about loyalty.
Yeah,
simple.
And I had to make a decision from there on. Like let this
loyal.
dude now. I fucks with you. Now, if you want me to 86 this motherfucker, because I fucks with you, I 86 him. But I fucks with you. So sometimes you might go somewhere and they got the AR-15. They want an answer. You're going to have to give that answer.
That part.
Who don't listen to that nigga? Kay, we love you,
we
girl.
We love you, Kay. Follow us on YouTube. Subscribe to our channel. What's Your Point? The podcast. We'll be back to hit y'all with some more content. Holla at us. Peace.
Yeah.